Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
That's me.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't... The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler?
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing. We'll be on our...
All right. Thank you for your contributions.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow, so there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuse.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive...
There are a lot of students going through here.
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. Just act natural.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage is up?
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the...
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you. Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunct. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, Traveler. Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat You seem... If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a few...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, these creating a god. Yes, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that true? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Surasthana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars.
I'll hate them?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia's order. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information about her ready for your perusal.
I'll hate them? So you're still on the academia's side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no error. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha.
We'll be monitored, just like some...
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be... To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here.
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time.
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamat.
Maybe Paimon should...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kus. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusana. Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity, should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I... Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards! Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyargarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get her locked up on purpose?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk she poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suristhana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Suristhana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Please.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I wanted to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to... and I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to... Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any... You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbha day stuff? Yep, so that means our next...
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, but if anything happens, the few of us here may not...
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested...
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilu! How's it going?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take...
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a...
Ooh, that sounds great. Ha! How can we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from...
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of...
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our Bait People Away with Yalda Candies plan is working beautifully. Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormo? It's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the academia, with the doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so,
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of... That's pretty clever, getting right into their... I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out...
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significant.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing, too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway... Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers...
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the academia...
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is the numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the 6 sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach him a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the
key. You gave such an important task to that child.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person.
You've got a point. Anyway.
Good luck.
This outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even you only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Huh? Did I just see something dart by? I'd better go have a look. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? I should go check to see if someone's hiding over there. There seems to be nothing here. Just to be safe.
Good thing they didn't find me. I was close. I'd better hurry and keep going.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali's over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not see anything just now?
Oh no, they found me. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her! Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition, or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
An ambush? How's that possible? This...
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our...
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen...
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest.
Arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she...
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like... Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Just what? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are... What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so...
Let me check. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing... Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to
confirm? No. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but... How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha are... Then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy...
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Suristhana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded lest she has been a wise and—
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance? The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me. But—
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't—
Then tell me.
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana, under your own As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against—
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you?
No. I want you to plead guilty in front— You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are going out there. Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad didn't happen. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could— When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Suristhana—
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them. I'm exhausted.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the Academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He hasn't. So, hurry to the sanctuary of— We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came— Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
They say this is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams. Consciousness, thank you so much for coming to rescue me. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon.
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell my But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country, and even me.
It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that...
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom.
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally...
I understand now. To be a better Archon, if you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a First things first. I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally... After all, the academia betrayed Greater Lord. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own. If we don't stop the God creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough...
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up. How's it going, Nahida?
I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are... Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
It's alright, Paimon. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth.
Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said...
By the way, there's something I need to confess. Even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can rely on you.
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting?
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence.
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go? Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of...
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered.
That's true. They were already hiding one god, so...
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. But this place doesn't look like it could have been... The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of tech...
Yeah! Or else they wouldn't have been that generous.
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is, instead of being interested in the end product...
The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god... We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be. The other obsession is probably related to his path.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper...
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. The more we know now, the better we can plan. I see. Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Stabilize! Let's begin. Time to work!
This moment will be frozen in time.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. Seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
What's the hurry?
It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
No escape!
Dodge this! Cool it! This isn't good.
Frozen.
Dodge this! Oh, so sorry. Free Cool it! Don't push your luck.
Solidify!
Shine down!
Dodge this!
Leaving so soon, you can't run from death.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
I'll put you on high. Let's move.
There is no escape!
Shouldn't get careless. Through.
Illusion shattered!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Stay right there. Harden up.
Shine down!
Dodge this!
That's it.
Stabilize!
Must counterattack. This. Well met. Have a load of this.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Can't run! Well, neither can I.
Oh, so sorry. Shouldn't let your guard down.
I miscalculated.
Illusion shattered!
Gather! I will have order!
Now you shall perish!
Stabilize!
One after another.
Shine down!
Cool it!
Illusion shattered!
Solidify! This is order! Dodge this!
I could get used to this.
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
Oh no, what should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Are you nervous, Paimon?
If you really want to know, of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida?
Yes, I am. This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well.
Curious? Curious about what?
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur. So it has always So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things. And now, at long last, I will personally experience my own fate with you.
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura, it really feels like the gods!
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply. How much effort and resources did the sages put into this? From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the
You sure are something! Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place!
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence, unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer, the God of Wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat. Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Gather! Perish!
This will be frozen. No time to lose.
Insignificant pest!
What's the hurry?
Solidify!
Shine down!
You can run, but you can't hide.
Feeble human!
Gather! Freeze! Solidify!
There is no
At
escape!
my command,
Inazuma
you
shines
shall
eternal!
fall!
Gather!
I will have order!
Dodge this! Frostbite!
Stabilize!
Riptide!
My endless cycle!
Now you shall perish!
Gather! Freeze! Insignificant pest! Cool it! Stabilize! Freeze! Burn to oblivion!
Oh, so sorry.
Cool it!
Fusion shatter!
Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt!
Solidify! Order guide you!
Reality is pain!
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Booer.
Gather! 1,000 eons, mine to dominate!
This is order. Cool it. Frostbite. Stabilize. Burn to oblivion! Shouldn't let your guard down.
There is no escape!
Freeze!
Solidify!
Shine down!
Kneel!
This may hurt a little.
Cool it! Gather!
There is no escape!
Reality?
Torn to oblivion!
Good riddance, cruel world.
Stabilize!
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. No time to lose. Dodge this! Gather! Your new god awakens! Now, your eyes have been opened.
Stabilize.
To oblivion! Kneel!
Everyone hold hands!
Shine down!
Solidify!
No
Reality
time to lose. Cool
is
it.
pain!
Gather. Tidal wave.
Illusion shattered!
Dodge this.
There is no escape!
Freeze. Burn to oblivion! Humans. Filthy humans. Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Forbidden knowledge? Your inference seems... Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago. Then, a second... But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
So, if we're...
Yes. She didn't completely erase the way that everyone...
Aww. Do you...
I'm just... sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, but now we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we find... And then... we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while, even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
That's so scary.
Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason.
Wow, what are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Cool it! Gather!
There is no escape!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Stabilize!
Illusion shattered!
I will have order. You can run, but you can't hide. Cool it. This moment will be frozen. Freeze.
Solidify!
There is no escape!
Cool it. so sorry. Freeze! No time.
There is no escape!
This is order. Tidal wave. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Illusion shattered!
Cool it. Dodge this.
There is no escape!
Bring it on.
Stabilize!
Shine down!
Freeze. Don't get frostbite. Couldn't let your guard down. Cool it.
Solidify!
Illusion shattered!
Freeze.
To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here. We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time...
Are you saying you've never met...
No. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance. And I could have done a better job.
Hey! You've done a great job, Nahida! Let's get out of this... So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul? Well, this is the place. We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over is that... Are you... Greater...
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear.
We're...
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone. Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom. Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right? Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the 7 were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of Wisdom can't understand?
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone. Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul. But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well. From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no! How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated. And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. It would be a sort of paradox. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara, and left a trail of clues, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait, no, I can't.
So you realize what that implies? You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this? Is there really no other way? There must...
You're the god of wisdom, Boer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, these are the words in their entirety. Let the world completely forget me. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. We've just saved the world, right? So why am I crying? I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power, then we removed the remaining pollution from...
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Huh? That sound... Traveler! Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if... I'm here to negotiate with you.
Naturally, I won't...
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left
I left Sumeru, but even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How
You mean there are many different versions of you?
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals. That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom...
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that...
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hand. Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the... For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem...
I'm merely After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly... Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing but this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle, and is indeed. I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained now. As the one who initiated this cascade of events...
Price? Interesting. What price?
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me. The most threatening opponent. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time. Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't, what did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the...
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspective. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted that
this is the end? I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this
Good
moment
riddance.
count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of... There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Another chess piece. And where is your dendro...
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway... Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the... Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this...
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has peaked...
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the... Once I finish telling you about this, with negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say. Together! Okay. Wake her up. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari. Come on, Traveler, let's go! Good morning! Looks like you're awake.
Yep, yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you like it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even...
And Paimon Becks, they're all delicious!
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope, Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon... Oh, it's from Nilu! We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Sino's reinstatement as the General Mahama. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand...
Oh, before you leave, be sure... Everything has been getting better lately, and my mood has been improving as well. You can come find me anytime if you need anything. You're welcome.
Good morning. How do you feel?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now...
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news.
This news is hardly...
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting.
Then you probably already know all about the
celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter...
Perhaps, or...
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends. Why don't you...
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest region.
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously...
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is... Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling... As a result, work has increased for the...
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand.
Ah, right! We're here to request permission...
You've recovered well. You may go, but...
Yay! Will do!
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests?
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never...
I was thinking the same. Hey, Nilu! Traveler, Paimon! We got your letters, so here we are! You're the best! The other guests... Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone...
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important, Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost because Paimon thinks everybody...
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience.
Nonsense, it is not for... But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a...
Ooh, good idea.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar. Yeah, and that's... Traveler and Paimon, could you help? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that... Yeah, we can also check out how everything in When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia wasn't... As for Sino, we've only heard that... I'm not too sure about Ramon's where... As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Al-Haytham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Al-Haytham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the House of Dane, but you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Oh? Who else was...
Mr. Cavey was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way! We're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought...
Al-Haytham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like he might...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh? You sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment, and anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Ugh, you... See? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
It seems that you really...
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose out of my business.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, which is truly unfortunate. Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you think I...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his...
Huh? What nonsense are you talking about?
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding for...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. We'll also be celebrating Zaino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra.
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office.
Have you always been so busy with your work?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently and the whole academia was practically turned upside down.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the academia. I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kinda straight.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans attaching themselves to the 6th grade schools have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6th grade schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are the 6th grade sages. Among the 6th grade sages, there is one. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar and were only rescued after Azar's downfall.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now? Do they need to find—
Yes. Normally, new sages are—
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia.
Huh? But why? Can't you be a little more ambitious?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6th grade sages. Like I said before.
Oh, all right.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application for funding.
By the way, who was that other person?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's why—
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he—
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are—
Alright, I'll see you there. The house, but there's a chance that Kaveh might show up again. Tuh, what a nuisance.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could...
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Dunyarzad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my... I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've...
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now.
Why do you still call me that, Dia?
I guess I'm just used to calling you...
Resignation?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever! Are you getting...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a mess.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to...
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was...
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither.
Forget about it. I wouldn't... Alhaitham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might act because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all...
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your boss...
I don't want to see you go, but...
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long...
Huh? But wait a second! You make it sound like you're leaving now!
Well, no, not yet at least. I promised my lady I'd stick around until next week.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time? We were wondering if you had received a letter from Nilu.
Oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter here.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back, the receptionist is usually off napping on the job.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also usually dozing off.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk. I'll go check later.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu asked us to come and check on that.
Sorry to make you two come all the way out here.
It must be something important for Nilu to specifically write to us like that.
Yes, she said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's reinstatement as General Mahamatra. She was hoping you could come.
Great! I'll be sure to...
Count me in, too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just...
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
All right, then this is...
The feast will be held in 2 days.
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know. We'll see you there.
Oh, by the way, do you happen to know where Sino and Raman are?
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru village. You can try your luck there. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to discuss with Sino. You can ask Sino when you meet him. Don't mention it. You'd better get going.
All right, on to our next stop. last visited Aru village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari is recovered.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right? Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills, and Kale is quite attentive. It was the best place for you.
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean Candace?
I've already talked with Candid, but you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well...
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly...
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah.
Alright, well... I suppose I should start by saying... I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could... I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my...
What do you...
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss...
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. That is the true meaning of education and the spreading...
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Ataria is more than welcome to come teach here. The stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from?
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the... As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were lightning bolts. Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore... Sataria, why haven't you gone...
Miss...
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something... I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me that Azar didn't belong there anymore.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me...
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me here to discuss collaboration with... My plan was able to go smoothly.
You're all doing so much for the...
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss with Sino.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required... I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as instructed by...
That's exactly what the people here need. physical books and other related items. If it weren't for...
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. I'll let you and Satarian know as soon as I have any more news. We must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom.
Enough about us. Are you here to discuss some business too?
No, not at all. Neva wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so a celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating Sino's, although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't...
This feast is for you, Sino.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino. You must not let...
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to look after Miss Sataria in the desert, so...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although, if you... the messages... I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's you and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively and powerful. So much so that it was prohibited. Please keep dancing, and someday I'll be able to appreciate your art in person.
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh, Sino, remember, party's in 2...
Got it.
Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
I'm here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very happy to see you.
But we're not late, are we? It's just that everyone else arrived ahead of time.
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's...
Nah, there won't be any speech.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food and...
Everything looks quite good.
Wow! Paimon can't wait! Whoa! It's so delicious! Oh, this grilled meat tastes amazing!
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru and wanted me...
Feels kinda nice to be seen as a hero. I could get used to this.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way...
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated in the great plan.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something impressive together.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and feeling like...
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, it took, moreover, judging from the results.
Yeah, everyone gave it it was almost like a performance. We took the stage and put on everyone played their part. And thanks to everyone's efforts, the performance was a great...
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academy.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is...
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the academia are here, I still have to say it. Those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people of Sumeru. And what did they do in return? If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right, Sino?
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment...
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severely punished.
I respect our deity's decision, and won't... While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to become the Grand Sage?
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be a...
Not at all.
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're making it sound...
But seriously, though, I always wondered if you had some personal motives behind it.
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued. I had no intention of—
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's...
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason why you joined?
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite...
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the General Mahamatra, right?
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day, just like I'm doing now.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Ah, there you are, Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, just let me know. I'll be sure to take note of it. That's good. It's the first time I've ever invited so many exceptional people. You see, every guest here is quite extraordinary. Make sure you live it up tonight. I'll be happy as long as you're enjoying yourselves. I'm honored to have her think of me this way. I can't explain why, but...
My lady, the grilled meat over there is delicious. Have you tried it?
Yes, I also tried some fruit just now. What an amazing place to relax. No wonder
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello! Oh, I'm so happy Nilou invited everybody.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating it.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. But the atmosphere here is... No. The Grand Bazaar is like... That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to the... I seem to... Oh well.
The atmosphere here is good, and everything is delicious. I don't often come to such places. I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise, I could show you around. There's always next time. We're friends after all.
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once you've put something yummy in your tummy. Of course, just wait here. It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like flora and the fence it grows upon. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing. Please say thank you to everyone for me. But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring them and ruining this wonderful feast? That'd be the last thing I... Let me think about it. Okay. Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring... It's me. Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this...
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu, Alhaitham, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the academia, the sages, the doctor, the balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more... Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. Please, allow me to preserve...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I...
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you...
You don't need to be so ceremonious.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't...
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Paimon, the Sage of Gluttony! Alright, since you're awake now, should we go and have a chat with... She should be in the academia right about now.
What's the hurry?
Hello, Travel. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the
So are we. And that's why we're here to talk.
Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used. I've given it some thought. But this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, the Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will And as for the future of Sumeru, the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be selected. I hope that the new 6 great sages will be more focused on academics. Sumeru. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the... I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep? Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power. However, in spite of the bad situation, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate, the Heavenly Principles. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, he still fell for it. I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged for... The exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the God of Wisdom. he's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he does. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear. His future will be determined by fate. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation? As far as I know, that nation operates in a...
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra-Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individuals. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence... Anyway, let's just say she's got, a very unique personality. Are you sure? Isn't there something...
Huh? You mean...
About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and memories of...
This is true in your case. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because, as it turns out...
What?
There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Conria. After the Conria disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, and whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're...
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the descendants.
What's a descender? Paimon...
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui. A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are Teyvat's 4th descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the Traveler?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly As for the other descenders, I still need to verify their...
Paimon's head's about to...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. I must say, I truly regret that I can't help you more. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time to go through each one of them. And soon, you'll also begin your journey anew. I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be observed or recorded by this world. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate fate.
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet you, Nick.
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me... Is there anything you want to know? According to the record, after the Conria disaster, the Justice's journey was about to reach its conclusion.
What do you mean, Fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, and whoever it is,
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from...
Something else I noticed was that according...
What's a descender?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return. A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. External beings, ones that don't belong to this world. Traveler, you are...
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before...
That's right. My current hypothesis, as for the other descenders... And yet, even knowing all this, there are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, you'll also... I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knob...
I'm sure glad we...
The pleasure is all... Alright, that...
How about we take a walk around Sumeru City and see if anyone needs our help? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that it just might pay off.